Conversations with kids, this moment's alive. Yo, sitting on the curb, laughter's high, young voices buzzing beneath the sky, trading secrets, dreams that feel so wide, a world of wonder under street lights.
Hey, my name is Kareem Hayes, and I am the father of Kareem Hayes Jr., and I'm really happy to be here with you today. It is Saturday, April 26th, and we're here to have a conversation about Kareem Jr., also known as KJ, who is my co-host for today. How you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
You excited about this interview?
I'm kind of nervous.
Kind of nervous? All right. Well, this would just be like our conversations that we have in the car or, you know, when we're going out to eat or we're just hanging out at home, okay?
Okay.
So it's just us. We're just having a convo.
Okay.
All right. So let's start the conversation off this way. How you feeling today?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything exciting happened today?
No.
You sure?
Oh, this interview.
Yeah. What else? You told me something when we walked in the house today that you lost something. Your
Lost?
tooth.
Oh, yeah, my tooth. I lost my tooth.
Did you pull it out?
I just went like this.
Oof. Did it hurt?
No.
No. You just a G like that.
I won't say I'm a G, but...
Okay.
No.
All
I
right.
just pulled it out.
Okay. All right. So let's start the conversation off this way. So we were just talking in the car about Shedeur Sanders, who got drafted into the 5th round with the Cleveland Browns. So what are your thoughts on him getting drafted in the 5th round and not the 1st and 2nd round?
I'm not happy.
No? Why are you not happy about it?
Because he almost threw for 40 touchdowns.
Okay.
He got over 4,000 yards.
Uh-huh.
And he was leading, too, in college.
Yeah.
So I think he would deserve, like, maybe the 2nd or 3rd round.
Okay.
But not the 5th round. That's just disrespect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly.
Why do you think that he got drafted in the 5th round and not the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd?
Primarily with them sacks that he's been going through.
Okay.
And also some off behavior.
Okay. Like what? Because I don't remember him having a whole lot of...
Like, not behavior, but...
Oh, maybe things like in
yeah.
practices,
Yes.
the combine, stuff like that. Maybe
Yeah.
interviews.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would you say that he's cocky and arrogant, or would you say that he's just motivated and just sure of himself?
Sure of himself and
Yeah.
motivated.
Yeah. What does that look like, to be sure of yourself, to be confident?
Like, you want to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to show out for all the NFL scouts
Yeah.
looking to draft you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know that just from us talking that one day.
I'll be there. Whoa.
No. You said it. No. Say it and be sure of it. What'd you say?
I will go to the NFL.
I want you to look into that camera, and I want you to tell me 10 years from now, actually, you're 10, 12 years from now, what you're going to be doing.
I'm going to be playing football, and I'm going to look down at this video.
Look back at this video.
Look back at this video and just see the past self of me dreaming about going to the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want you to know that you have a full support system. You know, behind you. You got myself, you got mom, you got your sister, you got your family, your village, right? We're all going to be rooting for you.
Yeah.
So tell me about the season that's coming up. So you're going to be on the B squad playing for the Brighton Junior Bruins.
Yes.
Yep. And you're going to be on the older half of the B squad now. So which means your number's here.
I got to show out.
You got to show out, right? You got to be confident.
Yeah.
So last year, what positions did you play?
I played linebacker.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the end.
Okay.
And fullback.
So tell us about your experience playing football.
Football, it was really fun when I started in 2022. It was just an experience. I remember when I used to run away from getting tackled.
Oh, yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
still, I scored touchdowns as usual. Had a good season.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think in 2023 we went to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
But we lost.
How'd that feel?
It was kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah.
I got more motivated to come back next year and go out and show out.
How did you do that year?
I did really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was aiming for like maybe 30 tackles,
Okay.
and I was aiming to get a touchdown because I didn't get a touchdown
Mm-hmm.
in all of the season.
Yeah. But that was okay, though, right?
Yeah.
Why was that okay?
Because not everything you're going to get, and you want to be happy what you have, and happy how your coach plays you.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me, and Mom told me, I think, that what if you got benched? They're gonna test you to see if you're gonna like be angry or you're just gonna keep calm and be yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so, is there more ways to contribute on the field besides just scoring touchdowns?
High-fiving teammates, congratulating them a
Mhm.
lot,
Yeah.
and just being happy for them.
Yeah. How did you contribute this last year? So you've played for 3 years, right? So you played on C team,
And then I played for,
then you played B team,
and then this is my second year.
and that was your second year. Or no, you played C team twice.
Yeah.
So first year, then the second year is when you had a breakout year
Yeah.
playing running back, and then this past year is when you played linebacker and you played a little bit of fullback, running back a little bit. And so now this year, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to scoring maybe like 10 touchdowns, maybe.
Okay.
Getting more tackles that what my goal was.
Mhm.
I'm aiming for 40 now.
Yeah.
And also I want to congratulate my teammates for what they've done on the team.
All right. So you thinking about being a leader on the team
Yes.
this year? Yeah.
I'm excited going back to be with my friends
Mhm.
and dominating.
Yeah.
And
That's really cool, man. So tell us a little bit about basketball season. We just had that happen. And this is your second year of basketball, but your first year of travel. So tell us a little bit about how that experience was, because I can tell you from what I've seen that you've grown a lot, tremendously. So just tell us a little bit about that.
Well, basketball season was really good.
Yeah?
One time I dropped 20 points in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got really mad in a game, my coach said, put that anger into the game.
Mhm.
And I did that, and I scored a lot of points.
Yeah.
With that.
Why is it important for us to take how we're feeling and be able to channel it in order to be able to help our team?
Because you're not going to get your way every single time.
Yeah.
Like what I experienced. Sometimes I just get mad, but I want to be calm, cool, collected,
Mm-hmm.
and move on to the next basketball game.
Yeah.
So.
And how do you, just like overall, like, how did you feel about just playing basketball this year?
Oh, it was really good.
Yeah?
Playing with my teammates. I've been with my
Mhm.
school friends,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just been a really cool experience
Yeah.
to play for travel.
So you thinking about playing next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I know you've been working on, what are some things you've been working on since
Dribbling.
season's been over?
I've been working on my shooting,
Mm-hmm.
my dribbling,
Mm-hmm.
and taking or layups, I would say,
Yeah.
taking it to the basket.
Okay. Now, do you believe that anything you put your mind to, you can do?
Yes.
Yeah? Why do you believe that?
Because if you want to reach your goal, you have to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
You have to train a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to reach your goal, like say for me, I want to be in the NFL. I have to train for that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have a good GPA,
Mm-hmm.
play high school, then college,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to NFL
Okay.
and press the scouts.
There you go. And then, so you mentioned academics, right?
Yeah.
Really, really important. So tell us about the work that you do in the classroom. Well, tell us where you're going to school, what grade you're in, and all that good stuff.
I'm in 4th grade. I go to Penfield Elementary School.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite subjects is writing and math.
Okay. And why those subjects?
Because it's just one of my best talents that I have in the academic world, and I just happy for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us about some of the struggles you've had academically and how you've overcome them.
My anger,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not went to therapy, but I went to therapy for talk about it
Mhm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just keep being calm, take deep breaths, and just move on with your day.
What do you think is the reason why, for a time, that it was tough for you to try to manage some of those emotions?
When I didn't get my way, usually, I would just get really mad, and by then I didn't know how to like control it. So, but now I'm older, you get more mature, and you keep cool.
Yeah.
Usually in the classroom,
Yeah.
I'm like in my classroom, I'm usually the funny kid, also the smart kid.
Yeah. Well, I could just say that I'm really proud of you and the work that you've put in academically and in school. And I'm also proud of you, of course, in sports. But um, in terms of your character, I'm really, really proud of you in that, because it's the character development that's really, really important. Because whether you're in school, you're playing sports, at some day you're going to work, or you're going to own your own business, or if you're playing in the NFL, right, you'll have access to resources and people that who you are as a person is what's going to be important, right?
Yeah.
So being respectful, also being confident, in yourself, being helpful. So speaking of that, I want to bring up something that you did maybe like a week ago now. So we were leaving church and you saw someone sitting down on the grass. They looked to be maybe possibly homeless or just possibly in in a bad situation. And you were coming from camp. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And you had some food in your bag, some chips, and you decided to give this person some chips. So tell us, like, why did you do that?
Because you always want to help out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be kind to people.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have like the money to be in a house,
Mm-hmm.
you just want to help them. And then maybe they'll become like really have a really big business, and they'll remember like that moment that you did. You see that kid again, and you just want to be kind to them a lot.
And where do you get this from? Like, where does this compassion that you have for people, where does that come from?
Honestly, it just comes from myself. I just want to help out people who are not like, what should I say, like don't have all the stuff in the world, and it's just really, it just actually helps me be more kind and be more calm by helping people.
Yeah. Is there anybody else in your life who you look to that you can say, you know what, they're always helping people? Who is it, or peoples that you could name?
I would say like my grandma, grandpa. I would say you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who's you guys? Me and who?
me and your mom. Me and mom.
Okay.
You and mom.
Okay.
And Chloe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So recently, you decided during Easter weekend, or Resurrection Sunday. That is a mouthful. Sometimes I say it really fast, but Resurrection Sunday.
Yeah.
You did something really huge and monumental in terms of faith, and you want to talk to us a little bit about that?
I gave myself up to him. I want to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who's him?
Jesus.
All right.
And he's probably gonna stay by my side, and I want to be with him. So
Yeah. What made you make that decision?
I just wanted to be with him. He helped me out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My anger, season,
Mm-hmm.
and having loving parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And that prompted you to say, you know what, I'm going to give my life to Christ, and I'm going to start this journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some expectations that you have now that you have done the prayer of salvation, and now you have Jesus and the Holy Spirit inside of you? So what happens next?
My life, I give all glory to him
Mm-hmm.
for what he's done for me.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think life is going to be like now?
It's probably gonna be hard sometimes, but if you put faith to him, he's gonna be good with you.
Yeah. Does this mean more Bible reading?
Yes.
Yeah. She had the comic book Bible.
Yes.
Right, and then eventually you'll have the
Beautiful.
Bible with all words.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever to finish.
Yeah, that's the wonderful thing about the Bible is that it's not like a regular book that you read from start to finish. You can
Yeah.
read it from start to finish, but it has 66 books, which means that you could just pick whatever book you want to read. So if you want to read Genesis, you can read Genesis. If you want to read
John,
you could read John. You could read 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, which is later on in the New Testament, right? So it just really depends on what it is you're looking for. One book that I read a lot, or 2 books that I read a lot, is Psalms, the book of Psalms, and then Proverbs. Yeah. Psalms are songs that David wrote, mostly, and then Proverbs is mostly written by King Solomon, who was very wise, very wealthy.
Yeah. I see that because you're always writing in your book.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. These things were written thousands of years ago.
Yeah, like in the BC years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before Christ. The after Christ.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really proud of you, man. Like, I was really moved by the fact that you made that decision on your own. It's really important when we think about our own salvation and thinking about what happened to us. We're all going to leave this earth at some point. Hopefully you'll leave it when you're old, and I'll leave it when I'm old, right? And we'll know that we'll be able to meet the person who made us. And we get to meet people that are not here anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing for you. So let's talk about being a brother. So you are the little brother.
Yes, I'm the little brother of
Yes.
my big sister, Chloe.
So tell us about that relationship.
Sometimes it goes good, sometimes it goes bad.
Okay.
Usually we have sometimes arguments.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, like when we're playing Brawl Stars, it's a game that we play.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we get along with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
We be laughing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good relationship when we're not arguing
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Yeah. You both play basketball,
Yep.
right? So who would you say is the better basketball player?
Chloe right now, but
Okay.
soon I will be better. I'm not talking bad, Chloe. Sorry, but I will be better than you.
And why do you think you'll be better than her at some point?
Cause you know, like women grow taller than boys. They like Chloe's like 5'4". She was like 10. She was 5'4", and now she's 12.
Yeah.
Turning 13.
I think she's 5'5" now. Yeah.
But now I will be going to like 6 foot, and she'll be saying, and that's for women. That's not a normal height. That's not an average height.
Okay. You know the average height for women is
like
in America?
5'1", 5'2".
Okay. What about for men?
Men, like I would say 5'9", 5'11".
Yeah. Yep. 5'11" is a little on the other side, but
Well,
but
5'9",
about 5'9".
5'10".
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So, is there anything that you want to tell your sister? You can look at this camera right here. Is there anything that you want to tell her at this point in time?
I love you. You'll always be my sister, and I'm gonna beat you in basketball.
And that's something called sibling rivalry, but in a healthy way, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that your grandmother did with us when we were kids is she didn't let us pit each other, let us pin one against the other. She didn't allow like the rivalries to happen, because if they do, that can build like resentment when kids get older and become adults, right? So your relationship with Chloe is really about what?
We're really competitive.
Yeah.
I could say that.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own different talents. Like she's a really good artist. I'm a really good gamer.
Yep.
And just nice having good talents, really.
Mm-hmm. And you don't see your sister as somebody in the way of where you're trying to go?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
How do you see You see her as a way to be able to help?
Yeah, I can see her as a way.
Yeah, how?
Her mindset,
Mm-hmm.
usually to do good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's doing really good in school, so as well as me, and she's really good with that. And I just I look up to her.
Yeah. Yeah. I looked up to my brothers too when I was your age. So Uncle Greg is 9 years older than me, and Uncle Delmar is 5 years older
Yeah.
than I am. So I looked up to them and how they did things, how they dressed, how they talked to the girls, all that, good stuff, and just how they like carried themselves
Yeah.
and everything. So let's talk about your other siblings that you have. So you have god brothers.
Yes.
Right? So let's talk about that. So, and a little god sister. So tell us about, let's start with New Jersey. Hunter and Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
Hunter, he's competitive too.
Mm-hmm.
But when he gets mad, it's like an outrage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both really good at swimming too.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Jackson, he's really good. He's a really good god brother to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real friend to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just out of his mind.
Is it cool to have god brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I know we go visit them usually every summer. I know last summer we didn't get a chance to get down there, but
Yeah.
what is it like visiting them?
It's just a really good experience.
Yeah. What is it like having brothers in a whole different state?
It's different,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, having two siblings, like me and Chloe, are different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just really cool having god brothers.
Yeah. And then what about Jordan here?
Jordan. Oh yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. Now Jordan's older, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
17, 18 now, but what's it like having, and he's here, so he lives in Rochester with us.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. And then we can't forget the princess herself, Priscilla.
Yes, Priscilla.
So it's cool to have like that extended,
Yeah.
sibling. So what's one thing you want to say to all your god siblings right there, and to your godparents? So before we do that, let's talk about your godparents. So tell us about your godparents. You got quite a few.
It's so hard to name though.
You don't have to name them all. When they're watching, they'll know who they are.
Uncle Ethan, Auntie Tima,
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's mom. I forgot her name. Sorry.
Auntie Keisha.
Auntie Keisha.
Mm-hmm. And Uncle Terrence.
I forgot.
And Auntie Melissa.
Auntie Melissa.
All right, so let's talk about that. How do you feel about them?
They're really good.
Yeah?
When we come over, they're so happy.
Yeah.
When we come over.
Yeah.
We haven't come over in a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good seeing us.
Yeah. How do you think they feel about you? You think they're proud of you?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because I've grown over these past years and just being myself,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Yeah. So what do you want to tell your godparents and your god siblings?
Thank you for the support, and I always remember you.
Mm. Even now.
Even now.
Even now. So let's talk about grandparents.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of them.
Yeah. So it's a blessing that at this point in time of this video or this interview,
Yeah.
is that you have all four living grandparents right now,
Yes.
and a great grandparent.
Yeah.
So what's it like having all of them here right now?
It's like a mom and dad, but just older.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And how's that?
It goes okay, and then sometimes it goes good.
Okay. So what's like a fond memory that you have from any of your grandparents?
When Guams went to my football game at the championship game,
Mm-hmm.
and then when Grandma went to my basketball game.
Yeah. Yeah. What about granddad and papa?
Granddad's always telling me what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think it's what you're doing.
Yes, no, because this is what he tells me. I'm like, he shakes his head like, I'm like, why are you shaking your head? I'm doing everything I can. Like, no, you're not, man.
You think Granddad wants the best for you though?
Yes, he wants the best.
Okay. And then what about Papa?
Papa, sometimes, like when we're supposed to go to the mall, he just left on us. I'm like, Papa, come on, man.
Well, what about when Papa came to your birthday party?
Oh, it was a real blessing.
Yeah.
To be there.
Yeah, grandparents are just an added bonus blessing, you know, and the fact that you can go to their houses and hang out. They'll feed you.
Yeah.
You'll eat stuff that you normally don't eat at home, snacks and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So they buy you things, but most importantly, they give you a lot of love.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your aunts and uncles.
I have a lot of them. Well, we just named some. Like Auntie Terrence. No, Uncle Terrence and Auntie.
Well, let's talk about your blood uncle and aunts now. So let's talk about like Uncle Kevin.
Oh, yes.
Uncle Jesse, Uncle Delmar, Uncle Greg, right?
Yeah. Uncle Jesse is like, he's my G. Like he always comes out to support me.
Do you hear him yelling on the sidelines?
Yes, I'm like, you go, KJ.
I thought he says, go, nephew. I thought
he says, go, nephew. And Uncle Kevin, we have like this good relationship together. We always play around.
Yeah, you got Aunt Chrissy.
Yes.
Yep. And then I know Uncle Delmar, he was coming for a while.
Yeah.
To your games.
We used to throw the football around. But he also had to work, so I gave him the space.
And then you got Uncle Greg,
yeah.
who you don't see often because he doesn't live here.
Well, I met him when I was like really little.
Yeah. So it's good. You've had, and we can't forget Uncle Desmond.
Yes. Uncle Desmond.
He came up for your championship game a couple years ago. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna give it to you now. Like, what's some things you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
The support that I have with you guys and with Christ, and I'm thankful for all the love and support that I've had over these 10 years.
Yeah, you're welcome. Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself becoming? So, yes, you want to play in the NFL. Yes, you want to go to college. So we know those things. But who does KJ want to become? What type of person do you want to be in the next 10 years?
A kind person, always giving out to the homeless who don't have like all the money right now, and just help them out, really.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
No?
Being kind, be respectful to other people, and be responsible.
Okay. And I think those are all really good traits. So what are you going to do between now and then in order to live up to that?
Help out people. Like, I remember one time when we were coming from Burger King, we saw this lady who was walking on the streets, and I wanted to give her my food, and she was really happy about it, and I was really happy about that.
Yeah. And then what do you think some of the challenges are going to be for you to become the person that you want to be? What are some things that you foresee?
Let's see. Sometimes I just want to give out people a lot. I mean, that's just who I am. And I just want to be kind, respectful, responsible to them. And I want them to have a good life. Like, I want to have a good life, but I want them to have an even better life. Because I don't want them living on the streets. We could probably get into a hotel or a motel.
Yeah.
Help them out.
Yeah. You know, in order for you to be the type of person that helps people, that means you're going to have money. You're going to need money and resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about this dream to go to the NFL. What are you going to do with that money? Because you know that question gets asked all the time,
Yeah.
right? I think they asked Cam Ward what he was going to do, you know, with his first million or something like that. But, you know, what do you plan to do with the money?
Raise companies for like cancer and give out to people who really need it.
So why cancer? Why do you want to raise money for cancer?
Because cancer is really bad, and sometimes you can get bullied about it, and it's just not good. And I want to raise awareness to them so I can give that support to them.
And then what about, you said taking care of people, so what are some things that you might use with
Food, blankets, maybe a hotel, and
you think you would ever buy a whole hotel?
yes.
Yeah?
I've also, and it would be like free too. So
It'd be free to them.
so I won't have to pay any money.
Yeah. What about transportation? What about people that just need help getting to and from work or to the grocery store? Have you thought about that? Like,
Not yet,
oh, okay.
but I'm gonna think about that when I get older.
Get older?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll end it this way, is if you can talk to your 20-year-old self, what would you tell them? And then you can just look right in that camera right there.
I'm so thankful right now for this opportunity, and I love my future self when I'll be in. Right now, I'll be happy for anything. If I don't make it to NFL, I'll be a lawyer. So I'll be doing court cases, and I just want to live out my dream. So thank you, future self, for this opportunity.
Awesome, man. Love you, buddy.
Love you.
To the future KJ, who is now 20 years old, I just want to say that as your dad, I am super proud of you. I am very proud of the man that you are becoming, and I'm really excited about your future. And just know that no matter what happens, whether you reach your highest goal or you don't reach it, that I'm still going to be your dad. I'm still your father. I'm still here to support you. I'm still here to hear you out. And, you know, I want you to know that I love you unconditionally, no matter what, because you're my son. So always know that. Always let Christ lead you, and understand that he'll never lead you astray.
I also got one more message
All right.
to my dad.
Okay.
You always give me all the support. I love you. You'll always be my father. I always look up to you. See what you've done. Become the man who you are. So, thank you. Love you, Dad.
We've had the opportunity, KJ, to have this conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that we've had this conversation. And as I'm looking at this camera right here, just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I really hope that when you're watching this, that you can see the growth that has happened for Kareem Jr. and also the person that he will become. So I'll say this, that I love my son. I'm super proud of him. And no matter if he's 10, 20, 30, 40, or even 100 years old, that I love him and I'm proud of him. So thank you for watching. Till next time.
See ya.
Conversations with kids, this moment's alive. Yo, sitting on the curb, laughter's high, young voices buzzing beneath the sky, trading secrets, dreams that feel so wide, a world of wonder under street lights.